This is the garage right here. Right?
Let me turn my watch on. These calories gotta count.
Track this.
Jeez.
Ooh, come on, I got you. Come on.
I wanted to enter into this journey a lot different. I didn't want to do a diet. I wanted to do a lifestyle. I'm a foodie, so I had to learn how to have a relationship with food.
So you're saying a diet is not a lifestyle? It's just once the diet is up, you're like, okay.
That's temporary to me. I mean, that's my mindset.
Hey.
Because once it's over, you go back to your old ways, and then that weight comes back on. So it's kind of like, what did you really didn't learn from it.
Dang, so like lifestyle, relationship. Ooh.
Yeah, if you're not setting yourself up for the next thing, then what are you doing?
So Coach T here at Garage Talk, another episode, and I'm excited about this guest right here. I call her my coach. We met each other at the YMCA and seen her do a lot of different things, cycling, and she trains. I've also watched her journey. She don't know this, but I've been watching her journey too, from where she was at, physically, to where she's at now physically. This is Marquita Owens. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Marquita Owens in that house, man, aka my coach.
Yes.
Man, okay. I got a lot of coaches, by the way, man, but this is my coach. I got a lot of coaches out there, but this lady right here is I've been watching her from afar, and I've been inspired by her, and so we're gonna get the 411.
All right, let's
the 411.
I know.
Whose album is that, man?
Oh, Mary J.
Mary J.
Blige. Old school.
Hey, that's the best school. Now, my last guest I had on the guest before last, I think it was Austin Hillfield, right? Now he went to Booker T, and I told him I forgive him for that. But where did you go?
I went to Central.
Come on, we got some Central braids in that. It's a Central party, man. It's a TC party. Hey, because the TC don't stop. Okay? All right? So, with that, man, so the first question, we got 5 questions, all right? So, the first question is, what's your story? Like, what do you do? What's your journey?
Okay. My story, how do I explain it? First of all, I'm a wife, a mother. I've been a hairstylist for over 20 years. That was my first passion. And during doing hair, I embarked on a weight loss journey and fell in love with fitness. I wasn't a fitness chick until my journey started. So yeah,
I heard it a lot with a lot of people, especially ladies, that they weren't into fitness, but they just started a journey of feeling good about themselves and wanting to build their confidence, and then it kind of turned into that. So you got Hannah Eden. I'm sure you know who she is. She's sponsored by Reebok. And Cassie Martin. A lot of people out there who started just working out, and then it turned into this fitness thing and people following you and stuff like that. So you started doing hair. Where were you born at?
I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, and I moved here when I was about 4 years old. My dad got a job at Channel 8, and that uprooted us here, and we've been here ever since.
What do you do for Channel 8?
He does, good Lord, he's an engineer, like a sound type of engineer. So he does audio, video, the whole sets. Yeah, he set up for concerts, any kind of TV production type of stuff. He does. He works for OSU of Tulsa now to make sure that their online stuff gets streamed. Make sure that their computer systems and stuff are running right. So he's kind of an audio video type of guy.
He's the guru. That's my coach.
Yeah, any kind of equipment he
audio
knows.
Coach.
Yes, anything audio or video.
Technology.
Yes, he knows about.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is he still doing that, or?
Yeah, that's what he does. He he'll work at Greenwood. What is that? Greenwood Culture Center. So if they're having functions, he'll help get their projectors put up, their sound put up, make sure that everything sounds right. Or if you have a play or something going on, he'll work your sound from the sound guys. So
what's his name?
His name is Earl Gordon.
Earl Gordon, we calling you out, man. Come to the garage. Come talk to me. No. That's what's up, though. So, what about your mom?
My mom, she's kind of a homemaker. I mean, she worked and stuff, taking care of us, but she's kind of been. I would say my mom is kind of what is it? She loves design, so she loves interior design. That's something that she always wanted to do, but she didn't go off to school for it. But she is
a natural at it.
Yeah, and she loves to be in her garden, not her garden, but in her yard. You would think that her yard was like the house. She's picking plants up, rearranging them. I'm like, I didn't know you could dig plants up and put them in another spot.
That's a real skill, man. That's actually a lost skill. That's a lost art to be able to, plant and grow and be self-sufficient. As one of my close friends talk about, man, we gotta be self-sufficient, man. But that's interesting. Your parents do that. That's a dynamic couple right there. That's
what's crazy is my mom. She used to love fitness growing up. She would always make us work out, but it didn't embed in me until earlier late in life. But yeah, my mom worked out all the time. But
isn't that interesting? Like my dad, because as I got into work fitness and everything. My dad, I realized, I started thinking back, my dad as a kid would have me, to be on his little back porch of our house, and we just sit back there working out, and he'd be have me on the bench, and I wake up in the morning sometimes, and I would see him doing push-ups and sit-ups before he go to work, and he was looking at all these different muscle and fitness magazines or Men's Health, which is a big one back in the day. So I didn't ever think none of it till now. I was like, oh, this thing is really in me. So that's interesting, man. That your mom was doing that. Is your dad active or?
No, my dad has 2 bad knees, so he just had knee replacement about a year ago. He's pretty stubborn. He needs the other one done, but he'll limp around. So that's my hope, is that he gets his other knee done, so he can have better quality of life. But he doesn't. One thing about my dad, he doesn't let his disability stop him. He still get. I think that's where I get my grinding from, is my parents. No matter if I'm hurt or whatever else, I see my parents grind. So I feel
no excuses. You're gonna keep going.
Not one. Not one.
So you say you did hair. What's one of the first things you did is doing hair. Do you still do hair?
Yeah, I still do hair as right now.
Wow.
So
you do hair. You also train.
Yes.
So your fitness journey went from you trying to. What made you start working out anyway? Like, what was the deal?
I would say it's always been a journey. I had my first child at the age of 19, so I feel like from there on, I failed at dieting or losing weight. I would always go on journeys where I would lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. Just that whole cycle. It wasn't until I was getting ready to turn 40 that I was like, hey, I gotta stop this.
40.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm almost there too, man. It's crazy. I'm almost there.
It wasn't until I was getting ready to turn 40 that I was like, I gotta do something different. And in that journey, during that time, I challenged myself to work out for 1 whole year. And I knew if I could complete 1 whole year, I had it. And then that's
that makes me think about something I'm going to ask you about later.
Okay.
So I'm going to get into that right now. But we're going to hit a setup. We're going to get a set in, man. All right. So, here we go. Come on. Yep.
Oh, sheesh.
Ooh, come on, I got you. 3, come on. 4, come on. 5, come on. 6, come on. You got it. Come on. This is the garage right here, all right?
Let me turn my my watch on. These calories gotta count.
Yeah. Track this. Hey, see, she's still she on the fitness journey, man. She gotta get it in here.
No, gotta count it.
All right, so you start this journey through your own want to get in shape. So I'm interested in what you changed, because I hear a lot of people talk about how, and specifically ladies, you know, some of my clients, it keeps dipping, it keeps going up as far as weight, right? And what things did you do? What did you change to really keep that thing consistently going down?
Okay.
Or not to eliminate the fluctuating. What is something you did?
I kind of modified the way I ate. My biggest thing is I wanted to enter into this journey a lot different. I didn't want to do a diet. I wanted to do a lifestyle. I'm a foodie, so I had to learn how to have a relationship with food. That's what I would say that was my biggest thing.
Okay, hold on. You just said a lot. Okay, so you said I didn't want to diet. I wanted to have a lifestyle. So it's interesting because so you're saying a diet is not a lifestyle. It's just once the diet is up, you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's temporary to me. I mean, that's my mindset. Because once it's over, you go back to your old ways, and then that weight comes back on. So it's kind of like, what did you really didn't learn from it, you know? So
I'm kind of deep thinker. So I'm thinking like even in other areas, like so you do a devotional. Once the devotional is done, it's like it's done.
What's your next step?
Dang. So
if
like lifestyle, relationship. Ooh.
Yeah, if you're not setting yourself up for the next thing, then what are you doing?
So you change your lifestyle up. So you got a relationship with food. That is huge, because we all have a relationship with food.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best foods, or maybe not the best relationship, or the right relationship with the right foods, but we all have some relationship with food. Food is huge, right?
Yeah.
Like I think when you start talking about it, especially as a trainer, I realized when you start talking about like money or food, that's like personal, right? Like with people, like, hey, don't mess with my plate.
Yeah, don't tell me what I can't have.
Don't mess with my what I'm spending, and also, you know, like people like who do like accounting or financial advisors.
Yeah.
You know, they have to kind of touch that. Okay, what you're spending, and then as a trainer, you have to kind of, you know, go in the area of we've been doing this for this long. What's up with this plate over here? And at that point, you're like, okay, that's when you find out how serious somebody is. Like, okay,
you're right.
Don't listen. I'm gonna eat what I'm gonna eat. Tell me to work out, you know. Yeah. But that's just half the journey, right? You gotta have that, and that's not even half. That's like really like the gym. They say is like 30%. Like
80-20. 80% is what you eat, and 20% is the part that you do. So
So hey, change that plate up. So what is something that you like on the plate? So is that something that you do too? I mean, is that
I don't feel like I'm disciplined enough to help people meal prep. I can
suggest some things.
I suggest and tell people the journey that I took, because I feel like that worked for me. Another thing I did was made substitutions. I didn't want to be put in a set of a doctor telling me what I had to eat. So my thing was, let me try out these foods. How does mushrooms taste instead of meat? Or how does this? Like, just being more open to try different things.
So you don't eat meat?
No, I do eat meat.
Okay.
But I just wanted to know, would I be willing to not have it for a meal? And if I didn't have it for the meal, did I like it? You know, I wanted to give myself options versus saying, I'm not the kind of person, if I tell myself I can't, then I'm a want it. Versus giving myself a, hey, try it and see if you're gonna like it, kind of person. You just making me think about other questions. But this is questions within the main question. And, you know, we're on number 2 still. So so what was like a go-to snack for you before your fitness journey? I'm a chip person. Chips. I'm a straight out carbs. I didn't get big for
no reason.
No reason. I'm a picky person.
And I'm gonna ask about these photos because I got some photos up here. We're gonna go through this photo journey in a second. Yes. But so Chips, huh?
Yeah, chips.
Chocolate?
No, like potato chips. Well, I mean, I do like chocolate, but I mean,
I'm sweet.
Sweets too, but I'm like breads, chips, fries, that type of person. So those were hard. Those were hard things to resist.
So there's this thing. I have friends as trainers, just like you, and people who work out and athletic and all this stuff, right? People who are really serious about it and disciplined. They have these days where they call them cheat days, right?
Okay.
So do you have cheat days?
I don't call it a cheat day. I call it a free day.
A free day.
Free day. To me, cheat sounds like it's bad.
Like you're cheating. Like, dang, I'm cheating on myself.
Like you ain't supposed to have
I'm being unfaithful. So what? Okay. So is that once a week?
Yeah, it's usually on Sundays. Sunday, no holes, no bars.
So what you doing? What you getting?
I'll have a cup of coffee, maybe a donut, a hamburger.
Okay.
I'll go ham.
Okay, you go in. Okay, so you said you maybe have that. So okay, coffee, donut. That's a combo.
Yeah, that's like a given that I
So where you be getting your donuts from?
Anywhere.
Like I'm in her business.
Anywhere. I just had one the other day from Merritt's. They make
Merritt's. Okay.
They make a bear claw with the apples in it. Oh.
See, I'm asking these questions, right? I'm telling on myself right now, right? I'm so telling. Yeah. All right. So let's go to question number 3. But before we go into that, we gotta hit another step. That's the sound my class made. Like, oh, we gotta do burpees. What? We're not doing burpees though. So you're gonna come over and do the swings, right?
All right.
So you got sad. So I can't help but look at the kicks. You always got the fresh kicks on, man. So the reason those remind me of these new ones just came out. It's 97 Max. You see them all gold ones?
I haven't seen them yet.
Man, I saw them on Instagram. I was like, oh my god. Like, I was like to my wife, like, take my phone, just take it. Why? Just take it before you get mad at me because I'm gonna do something stupid, like purchase these shoes.
Yeah.
You know? She's like, what is up with you in these shoes? I just cannot. I cannot. I'm going to buy them. Just take this away from me. Yeah. All right. So number 3. Do you have any other business ventures? Now, you do hair, obviously, train. What other business ventures do you have? I feel like you're like a creative entrepreneur.
I always say I was a born entrepreneur.
Born?
Yeah.
Why do you say born?
Because even as a little girl, I had thoughts and visions of different things. I just don't think my parents were in a position to be able to flourish those ideas that I had as a kid. My mind was always going, always wanting to.
What's one of the things as a little girl, if you can remember, if you can recall, that you like? What was one of your biggest dreams or aspirations of it?
Oh man,
entrepreneur-wise.
I told my dad. I remember I was about in middle school. I loved music, and I was like, Dad, wouldn't it be a bomb idea if you could go to the store and design your own CD to where you would pay for each song, and it would pop out the vending machine. And you would have like music, and my dad was like, "Hey, that you're not gonna be able to do that because copyrights." And then, as I got older, Napster came along, and I was like, had my parents been able to push
and say, "Hey, let's go ahead and do that. Let's create that."
Yes. And I was like, Napster is making over millions of dollars, letting you stream music, but. And when I was in middle school, I thought about the idea of someone being able to make their own CD versus you buying a whole album, but you're paying the artist, for each song to go on your own CD.
And here we are in 2020, man. Oh my goodness! Wow. Remember when you say CDs and stuff like that, it makes me think about, especially back in the cassette days. It makes me think about Sound Warehouse. Remember Sound?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Sound Warehouse, man. Listen.
Wasn't that on the fairgrounds?
No, Sound Warehouse was actually on Cherry Street.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Okay.
So Sound Warehouse, man, they got me through a lot of albums. I got a lot of cassettes.
Yeah.
Like half of my
Starship Records too.
Starship Records, man. That's why I got a lot of my underground stuff. Hey, Starship Records, they have way more than CDs.
Yeah.
Obviously, if y'all know what that is. Starship Records, man, that was hard. So, all right, so I have this on number 3. This is also an added thing on number 3. So, yeah. Okay, so what other business do you have going? What do you answer that?
I just started a juice business, so
Juice.
yeah. Where you like your fruits and vegetables. So I have a juice business. I have a website also to where I do pre-orders where people get their juice on Mondays and Fridays. That's another thing that's going to be going into my business. Is juice.
What's the name of that one?
It's called Juicy.
Juicy.
Hey. Yeah.
It wasn't taken?
No, well, it's spelled different.
Okay, the letter. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Juicy. All right.
Yeah.
Juicy. So you have Juicy. Then what? Anything else?
I do photography on the side also. So yeah, that was a thing that I did in college. Well, my dad did photography, so it was something that was embedded in me.
What's the difference between photography and videography?
To me, the videography is basically kind of what you're doing now, telling a story through video. And to me, photography is just still pictures. Both of them tell a story, but just in a different.
Yeah, I love a good picture. I think people who are it seems like people who do videography also have this passion for pictures too. It's like they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can do a video.
Yeah.
To catch a good.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll pause the video and screenshot.
Right, exactly. Just go across and pause it, boom, catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. So photography, how long have you been doing photography?
I started doing photography in high school. I took a class and learned how to develop film and everything. And then when I went to college, I was on the newspaper and I did photography there. And just over time, developed a passion for it. During doing hair before fitness, I had a studio downtown that had a photography studio and a hair salon in it. So
always been creating and grinding.
Always. Wow. So I would take people's senior pictures, baby pictures, and when fitness took over, photography took just a backseat. Just the backseat, just
down the list
for
a little bit.
now. But I mean, I still take out my camera and take shots. My 14-year-old is taking the camera. Actually, all three of my kids are good with the camera. My daughter is in college right now, taking up film and photography. So
passionate about picture stuff, man.
Yeah,
man. So, I love photography, or I say photography. I love photos, pictures, man. Like, I used to love what that store called Gordon's, remember that? And they had this whole row full of pictures. I used to love going down there looking at those pictures. Like, it's still to this day, if I see a picture, I'm getting it. I'm getting a picture. And like, I want a photo of them one day. If I ever build a house on like a room just full of like
a bunch
pictures,
of photos.
just sit there and reflect, man.